Hey, welcome back to the CD show. I'm Chris. I'm flying solo today. My partner Brandon, he's on vacation today, so he's enjoying a day off. However, if you look outside, not the best day to be off, a little rainy, but so hopefully he's getting those household chores done today. I'm sure it's Mother's Day this weekend, so I'm sure he's taking care of the household there. So anyway, Brandon will be back in studio next week. But speaking of the studio, it's great to see a great crowd here today. It's been a while since I've been here. It's some familiar faces, some new faces, but appreciate everybody coming out today on this Friday. But why don't we just get right into my favorite segment,
the weekly update.
So this week we have a few drivers join our team this week, which is awesome. So we have Mike from PA, Jose from West Virginia, Harvey and Ryan from Virginia, Jonathan and Troy from South Carolina. So excited to have those guys on our team this week. It's always, as we always say, it's difficult coming into a new organization and learning new things. We cram it in a few days. So if you see these guys out on the road, give them a helping hand. Try to make them feel part of the team here. So appreciate once again them joining the team this week. Other than that, this week, no DOT reportable accidents, which is huge, and no workplace injuries. One of the things we will always drive home is, work hard, get home to your family safely each week, and another week with no injuries is huge, and no accidents. It just really speaks volumes of, your dedication to safety, whether you're in a warehouse or driving one of our trucks. Your commitment to safety speaks volumes. So appreciate that. Every one of you is working hard to ensure that you get home to your family safely. This week, we have, I guess, a couple things going on. Warehouses are busy. We got a lot of new accounts coming on board. The volume of freight has really increased for us as an organization, and whether it's coming into our warehouses or on the over-the-road fleet with Watsontown Trucking, So again, we're just thankful for our customers, and work hard to service them. And I know each one of you out there is doing the same to ensure that we provide a top quality service for our customers. Speaking of the industry and trucking, you probably read some things and some of the things that are going on within our industry. And I thought the other week I had one of our big fans in my office, and Keith Becker. So shout out to Keith. But we just kind of were talking, going over some of the things that are going on in the trucking industry. And I shared it with him, and he actually thanked me for that sharing that information. And so why not get it out there? One of the organizations we use for our data to make our business decisions is FreightWaves. So FreightWaves, if you're familiar with the industry, publishes a lot of cool things of what's going on, a lot of data points. So the first one being, I thought, why don't we go through a little bit, just a brief overview of what's really going on. You hear some of the horror stories of, there's some companies closing, some big name companies have closed, but what's really driving that? So I have some slides here I'm going to share. So the first one being the outbound tender volume index. So this is an important slide. This goes back 5-year period and pre-COVID. So the world changed obviously during COVID. In 2020, you can see the volume. This is an index. The volume outbound, this is all outbound tenders, outbound shipments, whatever you want to refer to as an index for the U.S. Freight market. So pre-COVID, you can see the graph there. We're trending under about 10,000 index, and today, we're at 11,000. But during that COVID spike, you see we were up over 15,000, and then it dropped obviously when the market started changing, and we were exiting out of COVID, and some of the things within the political spectrum had changed and such. So, but today, you can say prior to pre-COVID, the freight index is higher than it was pre-COVID. So now let's look at slide number 2. How does that relate to the trucking industry? The next graph will show carrier total trucking authorities out there. So pre-COVID, there was about 260,000. You can see 2020, about 260,000 total trucking authorities in the U.S. So now you can see I have overlaid the graph, that same graph of the outbound tender volume is that squiggly line going through. So you see, as the market got hot and the freight volumes were at an all-time high, there was more trucking authorities, whether it was a broker authority or an asset-based trucking authority, coming into the market, because obviously business was booming, freight rates were out of this world, so everybody wanted to jump on that bandwagon. So climbed, all these trucking authorities kept climbing, and then they climbed too late, where the freight market the freight market started changing. But you still had all these authorities coming into the business, and some, it looks like many authorities got in way too late as the market was starting its big decline. So today, if you look at the graph, there's about 350,000 trucking authorities out there versus the 250 pre-COVID, 260 pre-COVID. But the key of this is the freight volume index is below that, just causing an oversupply. So, I guess you'd say that's why the freight rates have dropped. That's why you see a lot of carriers going, having hardships and maybe closing the doors and going into a different industry or whatsoever. But that is really what has happened. You have an oversupply of trucking authorities versus the amount of freight in there. But again, the freight volume is higher than it was pre-COVID. So the economy is still growing and such, but there's going to be a correction of this chart. As you can see, the authorities went over almost to 400K, and now it's dropping down to 350K. So that's not good for many of those carriers and brokers out there. But for us, the positive is we have a lot of, I guess you'd say, we have a lot of customers in our basket that we've serviced well throughout the years, and we're stronger than ever, and we continue to add new customers to our book of business, and we're in a good solid foundation. So, but that's the freight market in general. That's why you're going to see some of the continue to see some stories of hardships of others, and that's part of the market. So I thought that'd be cool. Keith Becker, shout out to you for coming in with that insight and having that discussion, sharing it with the rest of us here. So other than that, granted, he's big on trying to get me to do dad jokes, so I figured I would have one ready for him this week. He gets excited when I do it. He's one of the biggest fans of dad jokes. So here we go. And if you're a golfer, you really appreciate this one. So if you're not a golfer, I guess. But why did the golfer wear 2 pairs of pants? Granted? Crowd? In case he got a hole in one. So there you go. So this weekend is Mother's Day weekend. Shout out to all moms out there, future moms, grandmoms, everybody. You guys really are the rocks, the foundation of every, of families and such. So we appreciate it. Enjoy your special day. And hopefully the weather is good wherever you are, and enjoy it with your family. So until next week, partner will be back, and we want you to continue to be safe, work hard, and I'm just proud to be part of this team. Special shout out to our sponsors, the Patent Logistics Group, Washington Trucking, Patent Warehousing, and Patent Logistics, all under working. Hey, and one thing, if you need a last-minute gift, come over to the Lewisburg Liquidation Center. We got some cool things this week. Follow us on Facebook. You can pick up that gift for mom, a special gift. So, and get that discount. So, anyway, until next week, we'll see you soon. Be careful.